classy. Tonight I want you to get ratchet, ratchet. Bro, I know you're classy, classy. Tonight I want you to get ratchet, ratchet. Bro, I know you're classy, classy. Tonight I want you to get.
Hello, hello, hello. We're finally back. I'm not gonna waste all of our time, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever makes you feel better. Just let me know you're here.
Of course I'd remember that day. My infamous 25th birthday. The day we met Diane's girlfriend. The day we danced a little, ate a little, and drank too much. But most of all, the day everyone went home early because I set the kitchen on fire while making dessert.
Dang.
There's plenty about that night I never told Diane. I wasn't expecting Marie to have a present for me, and yet she remembered. I'll be honest, I was super happy. But as usual with Marie, things couldn't just be nice. I hope you like it because it costs me a fortune. That's what she said when she handed me the bottle. I hate whiskey. I hated it then, I hate it now.
Oh, well.
She could afford it too. She wasn't world famous yet, but her career was taking off, and with that, her taste became more and more luxurious. Me? Oh, I was light years away from all of that. That's how it works with Marie. Even when she does something for Diane and I, in the end, it's always about her.
I've heard that before.
It was the first time Diane introduced us to her girlfriend. Her very first girlfriend. She didn't make a big deal of it. She didn't even tell me that she would have a guest. But I knew it was important to her. And neither Marie nor myself reacted appropriately.
Oh, girl, what your mama did?
She rushed over to hug them both. I don't think I'd ever seen my mother so excited.
Oh.
Then she congratulated Diane for her rejection of patriarchally mandated heteronormativity. Diane didn't say anything, but I could see she was upset. Her intimacy had just been reduced to activism somehow, and I wasn't there to support her. I was furious. It's stupid, I know, but I wanted to enjoy my party. And she showed up with something important to share. All of a sudden, my 25th birthday seemed trite, unimportant. Her girlfriend was called Sasha. She was nice, intuitive, smart, and very pretty. I was quite reluctant to organize this party. It was the last birthday I would celebrate at Marie's. Your dad and I were about to move in together. So I wanted to make it special, to impress my mother, earn her respect, maybe even her admiration. But that would only happen if everything were perfect.
She was talking to Astrid. She said, your dad and I were about to move in together, so it was the last she was going to have at Marie's. She's talking to Astrid. It's her daughter.
The fire made it a complete failure. But to be honest, she'd have found some problem anyway.
This way then.
Diane always loved being the center of attention. But when she showed up with her hair cut short and dyed green, I almost didn't recognize her. 19 years strong on this earth, and she couldn't care less about people's opinions. She was amazing to me. But I wonder if she was, at least unconsciously, trying to please Marie. It worked, by the way. Marie always had a soft spot for the rebels, and contempt for the rest. I don't think it made Diane any happier, though. I was so stressed out that night that I started drinking early. Marie loves to drink, so does Diane, and her girlfriend Sasha followed along. Long story short, we got drunk fast. All four of us. We had booze, we had cigarettes, plus the other stuff.
The other stuff.
I don't have to tell you everything.
Well, girl, don't make
And
it
after a
optional.
while, Diane was completely out. She could barely stand. When dinner started, Marie turned on the charm. She laughed loudly, talked a lot, asked all kinds of questions. She has the most unbelievable charisma when she's trying to please someone, you know? And that night, she really was trying. I thought it was odd. She certainly wasn't doing it for me, or for Diane. And then I noticed the way she was looking at Sasha. I saw the glimmer in her eyes. The same as when she talks about Japanese whiskey. And I got worried. Alex called several times that night. He wanted to know how things were going. He had a hunch things would be tense, and he wanted to be my emotional hotline. I didn't answer. I wanted to fend for myself. It's why I didn't invite him in the first place. I'll admit, sometimes his support was stifling.
I guess that's a daddy, Alex.
I'd got these nice candles to decorate the table with. Obviously, I burned myself when lighting them. To no one's surprise, that was typical me. Scaevus, they called me. It means clumsy in Latin. Marie coined that one. I didn't mind. Quite the contrary. In any family, everyone plays a role. You just need to find the one that suits you. And I like being the bumbling, fumbling one. That way, at least, the pressure was off. So yes, Jan and I were trapped in this ridiculous rivalry. The choir girl versus the rebel. The meek versus the indomitable.
Who is the meek?
I'm never taken seriously.
Oh.
She's not allowed to show any sign of weakness, and we hold it against each other. But as soon as we lower our guard, we are saddled with the obvious. It's become more intense as we grew in Marie's shadow. We care about each other more than anyone else. The flames went up very high, very quickly. Everyone ran into the kitchen. Marie, Diane, and Sasha.
What's Sasha gonna do?
She didn't say anything. I just saw her wiping her lips as she came into the kitchen.
Wiping her
And
lips?
She looked at me funny. I said it was an accident. I was trying to brown the baked Alaska, but it got out of hand. No one questioned my version of events. The whole thing was just classic me. Alex wasn't there to defend me, and I just sucked it up. I never saw Sasha after that day. She and Diane broke up a few weeks later.
I bet they did. Sound like she was macking on her mama.
Maybe I was just drunk. Maybe I was imagining things. Maybe I was paranoid. But when Marie invited Sasha to her studio to see the paintings and more, ooh, that raised a flag. She was up to something. She was trying to seduce her. And maybe she could have. I tried to warn Diane, told her to watch out. She was too far gone. She just looked at me. She had this blissed-out smile. She could barely keep her eyes open.
Oh, she was out of there.
I had to do something, but I couldn't face Marie head-on. I wasn't strong enough, so I improvised.
Girl, what? Oh, so she set the kitchen on fire on purpose to get them out?
No one noticed the bottle of Japanese whiskey was completely empty. Alcohol burns nicely on the stove. It was perfect for me to craft a diversion. And you know what? I wasn't even that drunk. I was mostly angry. At Marie. At myself. Maybe nothing happened after all. Maybe Marie didn't try anything. I'll never know. But
It
I
looked
was
like she
scared
did
enough
to
for
me.
Diane's relationship that I set the kitchen on fire.
That's real. MVP. MVP. That's the real MVP right there. Alright, I was trying to get to like a checkpoint, but it looks like it's going to keep going, and I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to stop it right here. But that's the real MVP, and I freaks with her for it. So we're going to let it ride from here. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.